All right, we have a fantastic headliner for you guys tonight. He's a festival comic. He's performing at Sasquatch, the Bridgetown Comedy Festival, as well as Bumbershoot. And he also has an amazing show called Weird and Awesome, the first Sunday of every month at the Annex Theater. I've been to many. I'm going to be at many more. Please go there. It's a great show. Please welcome Emmett Montgomery.
Let's give it up for Seth and Billy and Scott. And you folks in the audience, you beautiful young people so full of hope. Just do yourself a round of applause. I don't have a lot going for me, but I do. But the best part about my life right now, vague group of yoga ladies, is I have been successfully married to a human lady for over 3 years, and it is... My wife is this kind and beautiful and intelligent woman with a great job, and I have been enjoying it, and the best part about it is when people meet us as a couple for the first time, they automatically have to assume that there's something special about me that they just don't see. It's a huge boost to my self-esteem. There's nothing better than being the least attractive part of a couple. You know, Seth, right? You know. There's a special part of my heart that glows when I am holding my wife's hand in public. Because I know passersby are going, oh, look at the hypnotist and his child bride. And it's wonderful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not unattractive. I'm like Robinson Crusoe hot, you know? I have that thing going on, but my wife still kisses this weird bearded face, and I don't know why. Well, actually, I think it's because she likes the taste of whiskey and clam chowder. But, there's just some wonderful moments in being married. Like for me, like there's just all these like little just reminders of victory. Like doing laundry is a joy. Because the other day I was doing a his and hers socks and underwear load. And it was a lot like letting the moths fly with the butterflies. Like, because my wife's socks are fun. They're just fun. They're all sorts of different colors. Some have stripes on them. Some have cats on them. Some have skulls on them. Some have cat skulls on them. They're just fun. And they go on her feet, which go in her shoes, and that's how she explores the world. So when it's like you know, when I'm washing her socks, it's like, you know, the epilogue of her adventures, and I'm part of it, and it's great. And then there's my socks, which technically remain socks, as long as that part that goes around the ankle still exists. Because that means that I can wear them to work, and people will still think I'm wearing socks to work. And the best part about treating it this way, socks this way, is it's environmentally friendly. Because you never throw away socks. Just one day they just don't come out of the dryer. Like that's it. You don't know where they go. It's part of the magic of the experience. But and then the underwear. My wife's underwear. Multi-colored ribbons that cover my favorite place on the planet. Each one a love poem. I'm not going to say a lot about my underwear. I am just going to say that she and I have an unspoken agreement not to buy white briefs. Because we like to pretend that we are both adults. It hit home to somebody in that. My wife and I, we don't have any children, but we do have a training baby. A 20-pound cat by the name of Walter. And that guy's an asshole. Like seriously, man, he's such a dickhead that if I were to unzip, like, that furry sack of shit, like, if I were to unzip him and find, like, just a bag of scorpions just wrapped in snakes, I would not be surprised, because that's how shitty this cat is. But I love him, because that's how cats work, you know? And it wasn't always 20 pounds. He used to actually be 25 pounds. When we got him, we took him to the vet, and the vet said, oh, this cat, his metabolism has completely shut down. You're gonna keep laughing, ladies. Because of signs of serious abuse and neglect from former owners. And so he is morbidly obese, and he is on the road to diabetes. If you are laughing at this cat abuse section of my act, maybe you should re-examine yourself as a person. But our job, so they didn't have to remove his, you know, his feet, which would have been adorable. It would have been adorable because he just would have been a big furry cat ball. But you don't want that to happen, though. Was to give him a safe place where he could heal. And when people hear this story, they go, wow, you and your wife are saints. You have a rescue animal. You're giving part of your lives to make the world a better place. And I wish that was true. But my wife and I are really shitty shoppers. That's just what it is. Just don't get anything from Craigslist. There you go. Because I wanted a pet, but instead I got a bloated pillow with emotional problems and knives for hands. Like that's. But there is something really wonderful. I'm gonna just take a second and say there is something really wonderful about getting an unadoptable animal, about adopting one of those. Because really, your job as a pet owner is just to be not shitty to it, and you are the best thing in the world for that cat. Like, wow. You know, and sometimes, and I think we're making a breakthrough because he's had a rough life, but sometimes he'll crawl on my chest, and he'll put one of his paws on my face, and I think we've made a connection. And then sometimes I think maybe he's just wondering if he can scoop out my eyeballs. But he's always going to be a place, he's always going to have a place in our house, based on one reason. He does this great trick. Well, I mean, he's only done it once. And I wasn't there for it. But my wife was. She saw it, she told me about it. she came up to me and she said, "Hey, Emmett, Walter pooped in the tub." And I thought that was great. I did, because I was able to say,